What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to do the 10 question segment on the Dallas Stars. Made a few notable moves this offseason. Without further ado, number 10, was Lindy Ruff the right coach? Obviously, I'd say so. He's a good coach. Kind of tenure Buffalo ran out, and it was kind of falling on deaf ears. And the Dallas Eagles, which would have been awesome. Dallas Eagles coaching in Dallas, didn't work out, and but I mean, out of necessity, yeah, they made the right move bringing him in, and I'm curious to see what he does, especially with a certain former Bruin, which we could talk about. Number 9, will Nikushkin win Valery Nikushkin win Rookie of the Year? I think he's got a good shot. I mean, I really thought he should have been a top 5 or 4 or 5 pick in the draft. I mean, he fell to the Dallas Stars, and he'll be having Gonchar there as a good Russian mentor. We'll talk about that to help ease him into American lifestyle and lifestyle in Dallas on the whole. But I think he's got a very good shot. I mean, he's a big kid. I believe he'll make the team, and I think he'll be I think he'll be in the top 6, and I think he can score 25 goals next year. I mean, he's that good. I mean, he's only an 18-year-old kid, and he's got a ton of growing to do. But he'll at 6'4" and 200 pounds, you really can't do much better. Number 8, who is this team's number 1 defenseman? I guess by default that's Gonchar, but I mean, at 39 years old, he's not getting any younger. I'd like to see Goligoski take a few more steps forward defensively, see what that's all about. Obviously, guys that have been there a while, Robida, Trivadelli, they're in the mix, they're in the top 4, but I think by default Gonchar is your number 1 defenseman. Number 7, will Carey Leighton stay healthy? I don't think so. I mean, it would have happened by now if he could stay healthy for a full season. And it's too bad, the former really number 2 pick in the draft by the Atlanta Thrashers. May they rest in peace. But it's is what it is with him, and piggybacks on the next question. His 2010 first-round pick at the U.S. development team, the Windsor Spitfires and Sioux Greyhounds, Jack Campbell, ready. He struggled since being drafted. He struggled in juniors. He struggled. I don't want to say struggled in the AHL. I mean, he's better than he was in juniors. But he's following the Hockey News annual Future Watch and stuff like that. But I think he can. I'm not going to challenge for a spot, but I think if Lenton falters, I mean, you got Ellis and Milstrom behind him. Neither one of them is really encouraging a ton of confidence. Infusing a ton of confidence, I should say. And if Campbell can step his game up, he can absolutely seize the opportunity. He's 21 years old now. He's got a lot in front of him, and I think if he can, like I said, play to the level we've seen him play to, with the development team and with the U.S. World Junior team, he could be a very interesting equation of the deal that is the Dallas Stars 2013-2014 season. Number 3. What kind of impact will Jamie Benn have next year? Obviously with Tyler Seguin, we'll talk about him in a second. Didn't forget about him. I think he's one of the better playmakers in the game. He's only 24 years old. He's got a bright future ahead of him. And for him to take on a bigger leadership role, possibly wear the C down the line. He's got a great mentor in Ray Whitney, and he's kind of mentoring to a certain degree Seguin, even though, I mean, let's be honest, Seguin's already got a Stanley Cup ring, accomplished a lot of things, And I'm also curious to see what role former BU Terrier Alex Chiasson plays this year. He looked great last year before he got hurt, and I think he's going to continue to develop into one of the better young power forwards in the league. He'll be 23 in October, and like I said, I'm really excited to see what steps forward he takes in his development. He won't wear number 9 though. The Dallas Stars will wear BU because that's retired. One of the greatest Americans of all time. Number 2. Was Tyler Seguin worth the King's ransom they gave up in Erickson, Moreau, was it Riley Smith, and was it Frazier? First of all, Beverly Thrills 90210 was part of the trade. That was my favorite nickname for Rich Beverly, or any Bruin really. And so they get a top 6 forward. They eat that contract, but I think he's a bona fide top NHL forward. They're gonna play him at center. If he can, do what he's capable of, I can see 80 or 90 points for him. But the level, of his off-the-ice antics that really expedited the end of his tenure in Boston, well, those could come back to bite him. And that's, you trade for this kid, you have high hopes for him, but at the same time, you know what you're getting into when you have him. And hopefully he figures it out, because like I said, he's an exciting player to watch. And like I said, hopefully he can mature off the ice, which is a big thing. And number 1 question, playoffs. They'll challenge. Like I said, Leighton got to stay healthy, or Campbell got to step up. Sagan got to be productive, and like I said, be mature off the ice. Jamie Benn got to do his thing. He will. Gonshaw has to not play like a 39-year-old, which is likely. I mean, he's one of the better for a while there. He was one of the better defensemen in the NHL. The defense really got to step up. Alexiak has to. Actually, that's one question I forgot. Will Alexiak be up all next year? Yeah, I think he'll ease his way into the top 4 defensemen by the end of the season, and having a big puck-moving defenseman like that will help him. So there's the 10 questions. I knew I forgot one. But a lot of things have to go right. But I think they hired, like I said, they hired a good coach in Lindy Ruff. They got some depth. They got some experience. They got some Stanley Cup winners. I mean, just up front, they got Whitney won the Cup with Carolina. Sagan won it with the Bruins. So did Beverly. They got, like I said, experience on the back end. Gonchar, former Cup winner with the Pittsburgh Penguins, and hopefully all that comes together, and we'll see what they had. Actually, Goligoski was on that team too. I forget about that. Anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ. 10 questions the Dallas Stars faced going into the 2013-2014 season. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the off season and beyond. Later, guys.